What's up? This is Maddy from Memphis May Fire, and you're on rockforevermagazine.com.
Hey guys, it's Tori from Rock Forever Magazine, and I'm here right now with Maddy from Memphis May Fire. How are you doing today?
Howdy, y'all. Doing good.
And you were here at Warped Tour. You're enjoying your day so far?
Yeah, everything's great. We had a really busy morning. We already played, and we did signing, and I taught my class, and everything that happened early, so we've got the rest of the day off. Yeah.
So how has the Band Happy thing been going? I know you've been doing that with Kelan, so how's that?
It's awesome. It's one of my favorite parts of the day.
Oh, good.
I wrote the outline based on things that I thought kids should know about the music industry, so that they know what to watch out for, and it seems like a lot of kids are taking a lot away from the class and learning.
Oh, good.
So hoping to read a magazine one day and see one of these kids say, like, if it wasn't for this class, I wouldn't have known what to do, and I think a lot of kids are going to have a new path because of it, so I'm stoked.
And I think it's cool that you're doing that with Kelan because, you know, you guys are best friends sort of outside of your bands, but how did you guys originally meet? Because it's so cool they ended up here at Warped Tour together.
Yeah, Kellin and I met a long time ago. We had both auditioned for the same band a long time ago, and then we met in Dallas when I was living in Dallas and he was coming through here with Sleeping with Sirens, and we talked about it. It's like kind of like a blast from the past or whatever. And just,
that's so cool.
Yeah, and then ever since then, just kind of hung out more and more, and it blossomed into something really cool. We were in Maui just a few months ago for his wedding, and hanging out. We tour together all the time. It's ridiculous. So.
It's really cool though. And especially because you share a similar fan base. So interesting how that worked out. Yeah. And I guess this relates to the Band Happy classes that you're doing. You have a song called Prove Me Right on your album Challenger, and that kind of discusses some of the challenges that you went through as a band earlier on in your career. Yep. So for anybody watching who might be in an upcoming band who does not want to experience the same situation, what advice do you have for them?
Watch out for contracts. Record labels don't write contracts, lawyers write contracts, and use a lawyer. Always seek legal help. Sign the shortest contract possible, and always aim to be an independent artist because you should make the money off the music that you wrote.
Very good advice there.
Yeah.
And you also write a lot in your songs about the lifestyle of being on tour and, just what's happening around you. And you have one song in particular, Jezebel, which, talks a lot about tour life and specifically the girls on tour. So how do you keep yourself in line and stay focused on your music with so much insanity happening around you, especially on Warped Tour?
It's just never been about anything else for me. It's never been about girls or drugs or rock and roll or getting wasted. That's just never been my motive. So I've always had good intentions for what we're doing out here, and the other dudes in my band do as well. Very lucky to have a band full of dudes that have good heads on their shoulders, and I'm not going to act like it's hard for me to wake up and not do a line of coke and hard for me to go not want to go sleep with all these girls, because it's not. My wife is incredible. My band is awesome. We've got nothing to complain about. We've got no reason to fall into any of that stuff. So
yeah, and it's very clear. Well, you see a lot of bands on tour that end up partying and just kind of going crazy. So how do you spend your time on tour while everybody's out, doing their thing?
Being productive.
In what ways?
Yeah, I deal with the majority of our band business. So between my manager and I, all the decisions are made with merchandise and merchandise agreements, recording agreements, anything that we do as a band, I have my hands on. So I'm always on the phone with him and try to have deep conversations with my wife as well when I'm gone to try to make it feel like I'm not always gone.
That's awesome. And considering you are so involved with your merchandise specifically, now I understand why there's a shirt with your face on it.
That one actually wasn't my idea, but
really?
Yeah, but I am involved. Every design we have, I've handpicked, and
it is an awesome shirt, though. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, it's done well. So I'm excited about it.
But it's good to hear that you're so involved in the band, because I feel like some people just kind of just get on stage, go off stage, and then mess around.
And I mean, some people want it to be that way. Some people are like, oh, I just want to sign a record deal or find good management so that I don't have to do any of this anymore. I just want to party and hang out and write music. And if that's your steez, then awesome. But it's not mine. I'll always be a worker.
Yes, and now we have one more question about songs on the album here. You have a song called Generation Hate, which talks about a lot of the negativity that you find online. Lots of online bullying happening, especially, kids in school are going through that right now. Yep. So how do you deal with that, all the negativity that happens online?
I don't pay attention to it. For the first like year of being in a band, I would go and read comments because I was interested in what, like, just like anybody would be, in what, you know, our fans were saying or what people that weren't our fans were saying. And it just got so overwhelming because some of these kids that are sitting behind a computer screen will say things that they don't mean, and as an artist you'll take it so personally, and I watched it just like tear down some of my best friends, and it's just not worth it anymore. So like when we put stuff out on YouTube or whatever, like I literally, it's been years since I've read a comment on YouTube. I don't look at our band's Facebook at all anymore. I handle my own Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that, but if anybody ever says anything negative, I just block them or delete them. It's not worth it to me, you know, like those kids are not kids that, you know, need to be associated with my band. So
true. Very healthy attitude. It's good that you're not looking at all that. But I'm sure there's not that much negativity about Memphis May Fire anyway.
It's never been bad for us. I'm very grateful for that.
And you just released a music video, an acoustic video for Miles Away, featuring Kelan, of course. There's Kelan again. But can you tell us a little more about that video?
Yeah, well, when we originally did the record, that was just kind of like a ballad track, Miles Away. No screaming, just kind of like a rock interlude track, if you will, for our record. So just a few months after we released the record, we started talking about doing the song acoustic because we'd never done anything acoustic as a band before, but we're fully capable of it, and we wanted to see what it would be like. But just through like a rigorous tour schedule and everybody's insane lives, like we didn't ever find time to do it. And then while we were out with Pierce the Veil, I decided to take one of my days off and just fly to Orlando and just record there and then fly back the next day. And then we actually shot the video on Warped Tour, some on Warped Tour and some when I was home in Seattle. So yeah, it came together. I'm really super stoked about it. The song deserved to be re-released in one way or another, and a lot of people latched onto it, and I'm thankful that it got done.
Have you guys thought about doing more acoustic versions? Because I think it's safe to say that was a hit.
Yeah, it was a hit for sure. No.
No.
I mean, if we want to later down the road, that's awesome. But like, it would be stupid to like take a song like Vices and try to make it acoustic or whatever. You know what I mean? Like we're a heavy band. We always been a heavy band. So the acoustic thing was a treat for anybody who wanted that. But don't count on there being a lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the original version, so we'll stick with that.
Cool.
But have you guys thought about releasing any other new music in the future, or new album, anything like that?
Right after Warped, we finished writing, and in September we're doing a new record. It'll be out at the beginning of 2014.
Very exciting. And how do you want this to compare to your previous releases?
It'll just be better, like every other record. Yeah.
And have you thought about some of the topics you want to write about or anything like that yet?
Not that I want to talk about in interviews.
Man, I'm trying to get it out of you, but you're good.
Yeah,
he's so good at this.
everyone will be happy. I think a lot of people will be able to relate. So
Very
record's
exciting.
cool.
I'm not going to ask any more questions about it now because you're rock solid, but I'm excited to hear about this new album coming soon. And you guys are filming Warped Tour updates that you're posting on your YouTube channel, just kind of like what's happening on the road and whatnot. Have there been any memorable moments that you have not caught on camera that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I mean, the camera is not always there, so it's hard to catch every single moment, but just a lot of the fellowship. I think Warped Tour is like one big family. I think there might be one or two like hotshot rock stars out here that nobody really cares to hang out with. But as a whole, we're a community, we're a family. Warped Tour is beautiful for that reason.
Yeah.
The barbecue every night is amazing. Just in passing, seeing so many friends every day is an honor. So we're thankful to be a part of it.
Yes. So what has been the highlight of the tour for you so far? Has there been one moment or one day in particular that has stood out to you?
To be honest, no. There's never for me ever like one highlight of a tour. Every day I wake up feeling blessed to be a part of it. For it only being our second time on Warped Tour and being a main stage artist, having such a good relationship with Kevin Lyman, we're all just thankful to be here and humbled every day because of it. So
very good attitude there. And Warped Tour is such a cool place because there are so many bands of all different genres, and some that you might be friends with or some that you might meet for the first time this year. So who have you become friends with this year on the tour, and who's on your must-see list?
The summer set, I've gotten to be kind of good friends with Jess, their drummer. I think she's so rad, and she's such an awesome drummer. So I've gotten to kind of be friends with her. Me and Kellin, honestly, I've had the craziest, busiest schedule ever. So I haven't had a whole lot of time to go out and make new friends. But at the barbecue, seeing old friends and friends alike, just anybody that we've known and toured with in the past has been incredible. So
yes. And so what are your plans for right after Warped Tour? What can we expect from Memphis May Fire after this?
new record immediately, like I said earlier, and then after that we're doing UK Warped Tour.
Oh, very exciting.
Yep.
So that'll be a different experience, won't it?
But in between those 2 times, we're doing a US run with a band. I can't talk about that yet either. So.
Man, you're really good at this. Oh, I can't talk about it, but it's happening.
It is happening. Yep.
And anybody who wants to follow you guys on Twitter and Facebook and find your music online, where can they go?
At Memphis May Fire. Real easy.
Yes, you make things simple. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. It was really great talking to you. And
Likewise.
everybody watching, make sure you check out Memphis May Fire. Their album Challenger is out now. Really, check out that acoustic video of Miles Away. It's amazing. And while you're at it, subscribe to our channel for more interviews. And I'll see you next time. Bye.